My family and I never discuss politics. It's not something we're interested in, so we don't talk about it around the dinner table or anything. So I'm not going to vote, because if my family don't care, then I don't care.
As a young person, you are more likely to follow the voting patterns of your parents. However, these three young people are here to prove otherwise. These families spend a lot of time talking about politics at home, but just how do they see things?
We do talk about politics most of the time. We're watching TV, you've got the news, it then links on to politics, Prime Minister, etc., explaining what the situation is within the country.
It's interesting discussing it in the last 5 or 8 years since you and your brother have become old enough to vote.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that my votes are largely influenced by yours.
Everything that you talk about relates to politics. So even though we have conversations all the time, we don't do it intentionally to talk about politics, but we do it without realising. Yeah.
I would say my opinion on candidates is coloured by what I know about them, and obviously discussing the family a lot more about them means that I have developed a lot more of my views than I would have otherwise done, probably.
In other parts of the world, people die in order to get that opportunity.
I think it's more important for the children today, for the youngsters today, to make a vote, because at the end of the day, they make a difference. They themselves can make a difference for their own future.
But it is important to vote, and also I don't see how anyone can criticise what's done if they haven't
voted. Yeah,
that part of it.
Definitely.
I think it is important, especially in the London mayoral election, to cast your vote, because it is a direct vote for Mayor of London. You do get to have two preferences. It seems a lot more democratic, and you have a lot more opportunity to kind of have an impact.
I do think it is important for people to vote, especially young people, because obviously young people are the next generation.
Well, I think the most obvious one is probably transport. That seems to be the thing that the London Mayor appears to have the greatest impact on.
I think the main issues affecting London today is the lack of employment that especially young people are dealing with, not being able to get jobs.
Well, for me, the main issues are probably the money crisis that we've got, the fact that we're in debt, and that it affects everybody, not just students. There are a lot of people that have been in their jobs for years and they've lost their jobs.
Don't show me, and we'll see how it goes at the end.
Okay.
To find out how similar voting habits are in the same family, we asked them to participate in an online survey, matching them to the party most appropriate to their views, with some surprising conclusions.
I got Alan Craig. It's part of the Christian party.
Wow. I've got a party that I didn't even know existed, to be quite honest with you.
You did?
I've never heard of them.
Well, 1, 2, 3 are with same. Ken Livingstone, Shan, I don't know how you say it, Cyan Berry and Brian Paddock. But Adam, to his great shame,
Also has
Boris
a little
Johnson
bit
on
of
it as well.
similarity with Boris Johnson at the bottom, yeah.
I don't think we brought you up at all well.
Apparently I'm mostly aligned with Brian Paddock.
I came out.
Who's the last person I voted for?
I came out with mine's Lindsay German. My dad would be proud of that, wouldn't he?
I'm free to vote how I want, but if I'm not voting Labour, I've got to have a good reason.
Whether or not you discuss politics at home, your vote is yours and yours alone. It doesn't matter if your parents aren't into politics. It doesn't matter if they've never voted. You can be the first to make that change for your family. So go out there and vote and use it wisely.